Hey everyone, so just gonna do a comparison here between the performance of these two phones. This is the iPhone 7 Plus, a full flagship phone, and this right here is the. Let me turn on both phones right now. Okay, there you go. And this phone right here is the Zuk phone from Lenovo. This is called the Zuk Z2, and this cost me 194 bucks, shipped from China to the United States. I live in California. So if you want to talk about budget phone with some pretty decent specs, Snapdragon 820 and 4 gigs of memory, you're getting a lot of phone for your money with this phone. Let's see how it compares with the iPhone here. Okay, put in pattern. Okay, here we go. Now, one thing I do want to note, what I find kind of interesting actually, obviously the Zug phone is Android, but the skin on it, the skin that they put on here, that Lenovo put on here, is very similar to iOS, starting with the no app drawer. So this phone doesn't have an app drawer. If you want an app drawer, I think you'd have to basically install a custom launcher. I didn't find anything in the settings yet where you can enable an app drawer. So yeah, no app drawer. Very similar to iOS right here. And also, if you swipe down, it's just you get some notifications here, but you don't get your toggles or your brightness slider. Instead, from the bottom, right? You get it from the bottom. Same thing in iOS. So as you can see, very similar here. Despite this being Android, the skin that they put on, you get a very iOS-like experience on this phone. Despite this being on, this is actually still on Marshmallow. So I have not gotten an OTA yet for this. We'll see when that comes. When it comes, I'll definitely do a video on that. Should be very interesting. Okay, enough of all that. Let's just get to the speed test. Got some common apps here. I'm just gonna start launching apps. Phone app, really about the same. Actually, let me do that again. Okay. Texting, messaging app. Okay, Safari. And okay, I screwed that up. Hold on a second. Let me. Let's see. Okay, let's try that one again, shall we? Screw that up. I did not press the button at the same time there. Okay, swap that away. Okay, we're good. Go. Okay, we're gonna go to Android Central on both. Okay, there we go. Go. Yeah, I think the iPhone's already done. Whereas the Lenovo's lagging a little bit. But remember, at under 200 bucks, nothing to really complain about this phone right here. Okay, we'll just stop it there. Get on the camera. I'm gonna do it this way. Slight edge to the Lenovo. Okay, where's the calculator here? Calculator, there it is. Calculator. 1999 on both. I like that number, if you're wondering. About the same, maybe the iPhone was slightly faster. Okay, Edge to the iPhone there. Okay, do a search. I'm gonna type in real racing. Okay, we'll leave it right there. See if it keeps that in memory. Well, both very similar. Okay, leave it there. Okay, now games. Angry Birds 2. On my other test, the iPhone had trouble loading Angry Birds 2. It took a while. So, we'll see. As you can see here, the Lenovo jumped ahead. And the iPhone is still loading. So same thing here. Same thing happened to another test I did with the iPhone against the OnePlus 3T. For whatever reason, it took a while to load Angry Birds 2 on this phone. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe it needs to be updated or whatever. Now we're in. Okay. All right. Asphalt 8. Well, that was quick. And it did, yeah, see? It did when I launched this game when I was doing another test versus the 3T and the iPhone. It did this exact same thing where it launched the game, then it crashed, and I have to start it up again. We'll just leave it there. It's weird on the iPhone. I don't know what's going on there. Getting glitchy on me. And a mistouch. My goodness, what's going on here? Alright, let's try this again. Mistouch on the iPhone. Go. Okay. Oh, the iPhone's way ahead. Okay. Yeah, between these two screens, I would give the edge to the iPhone. It has a little bit more contrast, despite they're both 1080p. Despite the Lenovo having slightly a tighter pixel density, I'd give this slight edge to the iPhone. The iPhone has a little bit more contrast, but they're both good though. They're both. I mean, the Lenovo this display looks pretty good. And remember, at under $200, can't really complain. Temple Run. And it looks like the Lenovo was downloading. Okay, well, this wasn't really a fair test. Lenovo had to download an extra file, but it was still pretty quick though. See, still both very similar. We'll just play a little bit and then we'll stop the game. Play for like 2 or 3 seconds. Missed touch on the Lenovo there, but it's not gonna really matter. All right, let's now get to the multitasking here of both phones. So you can see this is how it looks like on the Lenovo. Even their multitasking is similar to iOS on this phone. The skin that Lenovo put on. Okay, phone app. We'll see how the Lenovo does here. Messaging. Okay. Web browsing. Okay. Very, very, very nice. Camera. Okay. Not really a problem for either phone. Okay. Lenovo's hanging very, very well here. Sky map. Okay. Not a problem. For either phone, impressed with the Lenovo. And it okay, so it did have Lenovo the Zuk did have to reload the Play Store. But again, at under $200, not really gonna complain. YouTube, still on memory. Angry Birds 2, still in memory. Subway Surfers still on memory. And I want to say we're in Temple Run 2 still on memory on both. And I believe we're back now to the phone app. Yes, we are back to the phone app. So you can see both phones are very snappy. We know what we expect out of the iPhone, as this obviously is a flagship device. But this phone right here, I'm really, I'm infatuated with this Zuk Z2 phone right here. I mean, for under 200 US dollars, you're getting a lot of phone here. As you can see, performs very well, even up against flagships like the iPhone here. Very, very, very. It's a good phone, especially for the price. You get a lot of phone for the buck. If you want like a cheap phone, a throwaway phone with still decent specs and decent performance, as you saw in this video, this is not a bad deal. If it's still on sale, I'll throw the link in the description. If this phone is still on sale for under 200 bucks, get it. Get it. It's a cheap phone, throwaway phone, just a phone that you kind of just to have kind of mess with. All right. So yeah, so just a little quick video here, the comparison of these two phones. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.